made in a fleet of taxis, the last one arriving only 15 minutes before kick-off, with President's wife Muriel Keane picking up the £360 tab. Glen's coach Ian Paxton didn't want the day to be any more expensive.
We're not taking today's game for granted. The last time we played here, we lost to Cambuslang, so we know it's going to be quite hard.
The visitors, though, meant business from the start. Number 8, Owen Cameron, picking up from the base of the scrum to make excellent ground. The handling on the blind side eventually ended up, though, with Glen's winger Jonathan Goldie being bundled into touch. The first points, though, would be Cambuslang's. Possession at the tail of the line-out, the ball was fed back, and standoff Ian Thompson took the possession to pop the drop goal between the posts. Two further Thompson penalties gave the home side a 9-0 lead after 11 minutes, with Grant Moyer replying with a penalty for Glens. The visitors then started to dominate, with Andy Greaves' run only being halted by a superb tackle from opposite number Neil Boyce. Their first try, though, was not to be denied. Line-out possession, then second phase, was channeled through the backs. Greaves' intrusion into the line gave winger Frank Ferguson the overlap space to dive over. The chairman of the SRU Referees Committee, Alan Hosey, was in attendance to run the rule over referee Eddie Murray, one of 5 candidates for the ref's job for England against Ireland. He certainly kept the game flowing, with the Glenrothes forwards securing first and second phase possession to once again release the backs to handle. Andy Greaves finished off to make the score 13-9 Glenrothes. Another Thompson penalty from an offside decision brought Cambuslang to within 1 point, but Glen's forward power produced another try. John Wilson made good ground to feed Brian Delory. Jim Scott took on for Owen Cameron to dent the post and Cambuslang's chances on the way over. Grant Moyer converted 2012 for the visitors. More followed just before half-time, with loose Cambuslang passing, allowing Andy Greaves to run the length of the park to score. Half-time, Cambuslang 12, Glenrothes 25. In worsening weather for the second half, though, it was anything you can do, we can do too, as home winger David Patterson took the interception to sprint clear. The try was converted, but a late Glenrothes penalty made the final score Cambuslang 19, Glenrothes 28, and they go forward to the 4th round.
I'll be looking forward to the draw tomorrow. Whether we get a big name side or not, I don't know. We're not too bothered. Whoever we get, we'd hope a home draw, certainly, which would help us, because our record at Carlton Park certainly is quite good.
Realistically speaking, I think Hoyt have got to get as favourites. We're four division below them, and they've won the championship 10 times in the past. So I think if we can come out with a wee bit of respectability, I think the guys, the players themselves, know that they're up for the game, and I think we should give a good account of ourselves.
Hoyt may have been favourites, but it was East Kilbride who dominated the opening minutes. Brett Davis slotted the 3 points. Hoyt's response was 2 tries in 2 minutes. The first a solo effort from Scotland Day standoff Scott Welsh. And from the restart, Hoyt's determination to run the ball released winger Keith Sudden to show his pace. Sudden's chip ahead was eventually grounded by fullback Greg Oliver. Apiece made the half-time scoreline 15-6, and East Kilbride were still very much in the game. It was Hoyt's Keith Sudden, though, who would put paid to the National League side's aspirations. A Scott Welsh tap penalty set the winger up for an easy score. Sudden may have been the only man on the park with a clean jersey, but he was keen to get involved. Having set up the loose ruck, he then collected the rebound from the East Kilbride forward to squirm over.